All right, everyone, welcome to. Please tell me if you can hear me correctly. All right, everyone, welcome back to this last day of action at the 2018 PABCON Championship, coming live from Let's Bowl, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This is the Masters event for the ladies bowlers senior category. Hola a todos. Una otra vez, bienvenido a la transmisión del campeonato 2018 PABCON a El Boliche Let's Bowl, la ciudad de Calgary, provincia Alberta, país Canadá. Ahora es las mujeres que juegan senior top 16 Masters. Rebonjour à tout le monde, bienvenue à cette deuxième ronde aujourd'hui du Masters pour le championnat 2018 PABCON qui se déroule ici depuis lundi au Let's Bowl, Salon de quilles Let's Bowl de Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So, again, top 16 women are on the lanes right now, senior divisions. On lane number 3, from Colombia, Marta Trujillo. On lane number 4, Maria Ruiz. Lane number 5, Margarita Ramos de México y Sandra Silva de Colombia. Pista número 7, María Piccini de México y de Colombia en la pista 8. Gloria Arango. La pista 9, Sharon Powers from United States. On lane 10, de Colombia, Amanda Galleno. Lane number 11, Tish Johnson from United States. Lane 12, Susan Grande from Canada. Lane 13 and 14, Lucy Sandlin against Paula Vidad, both from the United States of America. Lane 15 and 16, Jill Frills, Canada's own, and Janice Bodie from the Bahamas. And finally on lane 17 and 18, Veronica Berumen de Mexico and Deb Lee from Canada. So, this round of top 16 consists of three best of three. Thank you, Mark. So, if you want to move on to the next round, you need to win 2 games against your opponent. We had some great action this morning from the men, and now we expect nothing less from the women. 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 There you go. I guess next time I will say the female bowlers. So Lucy Sandlin on lane 13 had a really good start with a 3-bagger, but now the focus live is on lane 3, 4, 5, and 6. El México y el país de Colombia sobre Las pistas 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Antonia. Welcome back. Let's go, Bahamas. So for Margarita Ramos on lane 5, she started off with a double. Now she has a 6 count. 1, 2, 4, 5. And Antonia, Janice started with an open frame, a double, and a spare against Jill Freeze. Jill Freeze now on the approach, looking for a double. She had a strike, an open frame, and a strike. She is on lane 16. Too high, leaving the 6, 9, and 10. And the ball you see on the left was the ball from Paula Vidal, the United States strike. She bowls against her teammate Lucy Sandlin. Jill Freeze with a spare. 48 in the third frame. Trailing by 7 pins. Great shot by Sandlin for bagger on lane 14.
Thanks, Brian. We're here because of sponsors, so we have to do our best to support them. And one of the ways to support them was to go shoot a video at one of the locations.
And eat some great chicken as well.
Yeah. Maybe we will post that on our Facebook page and instead of flooding our YouTube page. So if you want to watch that, I'll post that after the break here. What's that?
Just arrived.
Just arrived. No. All right, we got Joe Kayak next to us here. You want to say a word after your victory? Sure. All right, so Joe, just keep that close to your mouth, and we are good to go. So we are here with Joe Kayak. Just squeeze on in again here. So Joe, you won your first match against
Dougie Schatz.
Doug Schatz.
Yes,
So it went down to the wire.
it did.
Couple pins. So what was going on? You saw transition there in game 2, and then you bounced back. So 225. Oh, sorry about the little move there, but so we see here. So tell us what happened. What was going on through your mind? What were some of the changes you made, and what made you come out with the victory?
Well, I used actually the same ball. I tried the same ball earlier today, and I don't think we've ever used 15 and 16 all week, so it's just a different pair from all the other pairs that we bowled on all week. So I moved a little deeper and threw it a little slower. I didn't feel myself this morning, but felt a little better the third game, and just tried to do something in the second game, just tried to get looser.
Need some of this?
No,
Okay.
go put the old
Chocolate chip muffin?
No, that's later.
Okay.
But I had to go put a new plutonium or whatever the Iron Man put in there, so I had to put that in this
there you
morning.
go. Yeah.
No, it was. I feel a little better, so which is good. So now we just have to wait until the senior women are done and move on.
Who you bowling next match?
I believe it's who is he? Where is it?
I'd have to check. I don't have access
Antonio.
to the Antonio.
Santa, yes.
Okay, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Pretty sure that's why I bowl. So
So what have been the balls of choice this week?
GP3 to start, and then my Gauntlet Fury's been my go-to ball all week. So
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you've been shooting 290 with your eyes closed with it.
yeah, it's been a pretty good piece for me this week. So it's a different layout. I plugged it up before I came and put a different layout on it, so it's pretty good. It's been working good. So got to keep going.
Cool. All right.
So we got a couple matches to go, and
let's do it.
I just want to earlier in the week I forgot to I just wanted to thank EBI and Turbo for all their support. Brian Birch, Tamara, Lori, and Joanna at Turbo. So and also you guys, Buffa, you guys do a good job, and hope you guys continue doing a good job the rest of the day. And
well, we got to set the bar high for you.
yeah,
You know, because your expectations are very high. So I gotta.
they're always high.
Every time we make a decision, like, what would Joe think?
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yeah. No comment. But no, I can't speak for the rest of us, but for myself, and I'll speak for my team. But you guys have done a great job this week, and we appreciate it. And Magnet does an amazing job. I'll tell you. I know people back home are loving this, so keep up the good work, guys.
Good. Thank you.
I will.
Thanks, guys. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Well, good, buddy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Whoa, watch my headset. All right. So that was Joe Kayak coming out with the win earlier today.
And 6-pack for Sandlin.
So let's get back. This is the lane draw for today on the women's side. You wanted the link, so I'll give you the link.
So a strong start by Lucy Sandlin on lane 13, 14. She will be now on lane 13, far left of your screen. You don't see her at the moment. You will see her ball rose down the lane. There it goes. Lucky 7, Lucy Sandlin on fire. USA, make some noise.
Okay, so let's follow what's going on here. We're now in the 6th frame for some, the 4th frame for others. Lucy Sandlin.
So we'll just switch for a few minutes until Sandlin comes back on the approach on lane 14 later on.
Oh, missed spare by Powers, who's our gold medal all events winner on the women's side.
Yes, sir.
And Tish Johnson looks like she is
Going to win that
going
one.
to win the first game
Even though
on the
she
right
had-
side of our screen.
Even though she had this split here. Colombian bowler Gloria Arango almost got that spare, but sparing the 4-5 is never an easy task.
Va tourner l'iPad un peu, s'il te plaît. Plus centré. Merci. No, it's good. It's good. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody in the chat. Mark Buffa alongside here, Guillaume Nadeau. We are here at Let's Bowl in beautiful Calgary, Alberta. This is the top 16 Women's Masters Championship. It is a best-of-3 match, so the women have to win 2 games in order to move on to the next round. We have put the scores in the chat below, or to the left, or wherever you have it on your screen. Make sure to check that out. If you do not see the chat, it's because you're not signed in to YouTube. So in order to chat back and forth with us, you need to be signed in as a YouTube user.
You need a Google account.
You need a
for
Google
that.
account. Check that out. Makes it more fun when you're able to chat with us.
And it takes only a couple of minutes to get your Google account done. So
Exactly.
why
And with
not-
your Google account, you could do something even more important.
which is subscribing to our channel.
There you
hey,
go.
I got it right, Mark.
You see, trivia. So once you subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and every time we go live or post a video, you will know about it.
Let's
Nope.
go back
Need
to
to switch.
Lucy Sandlin. She is on lane 14.
She has the
Look-
front 7.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm your
Nervous,
video
I'm
guy.
nervous.
You're the voice. I'm the brains.
Okay, let's go, Brain. Let's go, Sandlin. Boo! Yeah, 8 strikes in a row for Sandlin. Come on.
Front 8 for Lucy Sandlin, taking a commanding lead. It doesn't really matter, right? If I was in Paulo's shoes right now, I would try something completely different off the wall and just try to get better ball reaction because her opponent is on fuego.
And you just need to win a match. Even if it's by a pin or by 100 pin, it doesn't matter.
Yep. So let's take a look at Tish Johnson here on the far right of our screen.
Looking for a strike in the 9th frame using a rotor grip idle down the lane. Strike.
So she will win this match over Susan Grande.
And Sandlin back on the lane. Looks good. 9 in a row. Sandlin. Boom.
Sharon Powers giving this one to Amanda this game. Amanda's just got a match pretty much.
So the crowd is getting bigger and bigger behind lane 13 and 14.
C'est comme ressente-là. Ressente-la pour qu'on voit son 300. Sinon, j'amène la mienne. Okay, we're going to try to get a better vantage point for the 10th frame of Lucy Sandlin. Let me go grab the other camera here real quick.
So to let you know that Maria Piccini from Mexico is trailing. And Margarita Ramos has the lead on a pair. Close match between Sharon Powers and Amanda Garino. Close match too again between Janice from the Bahamas and Jill Frills. Only 12 pins. Only a 12-pin lead for Jill Fries. And Veronica Berumen is trading by 3 over Deb Lee on lane 17 and 18. Janice with a strike here. Important strike for her in order to put some pressure on Canadian Jill Fries. Oh, great. Plus de côté parce qu'on la verra pas pour moi. Susan Grande is talking with her coach, Team Canada coach, Mr. Sean Foster. It's high time for her to try something. Tish Johnson just shot 224 and we're back. Action here. Lucy Sandlin looking for. Can I say it, Mark? Looking for. No, okay, looking for a strike.
Looking for first hit in the 10th here. Working on front 9. There,
all right, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Here she goes. What a great view. Pow! 10 now for Sandlin. Great shot by the American. .240 in the 8th frame. You know what it means. It means lots of strike. So everyone is standing behind lane 13 and 14. Looking for the second hit in the 10th frame. Here's the shot. Woo! Last minute strike by Sandlin. Woo! Okay, guys. The heat is on. So she just need a good shot in her field ball, Mark.
Yep.
Everyone.
No. Okay. I tried.
So here she is, lane 14 on the approach. Lucy Sandlin looking for perfection! Lucy Sandlin, bullseye, 300 game! Perfection for Lucy Sandlin. First bowler at this championship to roll perfection 300.
Wow, that was amazing. You see even the emotion out of her reaction coming back to the foul line, from the foul line, and just amazing shot, just 10 in the pit. And wow, just truly amazing. And only for you, the viewers at home, we are bringing you this. Moved some cameras around trying to make this happen for all of you.
And this was worth the trip to Calgary, Mark.
Yeah.
Incredible. First perfect game, or I should say first official perfect game of this tournament. Lucy Sandlin. Canada, thank you for that.
Okay, I'm going to go
Absolutely
replace
fantastic.
the cameras. We had some questions here for some other bowlers. And sorry, 300 kind of takes away a little bit of the... so let me go check on the scores and I'll update everything on the screen. All right, I'll be back in a second.
So what I can you though is that Maria Piccini won her game 231. And Gloria de Colombia 164. So 1-0 for Maria Piccini de Mexico. And on lane 5 and 6, on lane 5 and 6, what do we have? 162 for Mexican bowler Margarita Ramos. Sandra Silva de Colombia already has 140 in the eighth frame working on a spare, so that will be no, she needs. Yep. So that's a victory for Sandra Silva de Colombia over Margarita Ramos. She has a 9 count in the 10 frame. So she has already 168. And I'll come back for for lane 3 and 4.
All right, here's Maria Piccini. From the requests in our chat, we will put her on screen, winning her first match 231 to 164. Let's see if we've got updated scores here on the website.
And some updates on lane 3 and 4. Marta Trujillo de Colombia beat Mexican bowler. What's her name? I think it's Margarita Ramos. 175 to 150. And on lane 9 and 10, Sharon Powers lost 180 to 194 to Colombia, Amanda Gariano.
Okay, we got top 16 women almost posted. missing a couple scores here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So here are the winners from our first match. Maria Piccini, Amanda Galeano, Tish Johnson, Lucy Sandlin with a 300, Jill Fries. We are still waiting for the updates on a pair that was a little bit tardy. So we will keep you posted with those scores as they come through, because we are missing 3 matches in our listing here. Fernando Chap Daddy. Where's Chap Daddy? He's here somewhere. Did he win his match earlier today? I think he did. Yes, he did. So John Chapman moves on to the next round. Maybe we can get him on stream here if he's walking around somewhere. Sharon Powers on the right lane going for a 3-bagger. Oh, just trips down the 6-10 at the last second. Luckily, just leaving the 7-pin. So Gloria from Colombia needs to start stringing some strikes here, because Maria Piccini is spare after 2 and really shot a great game in game 1, shooting 230. Okay, now we got all the full scores here from the women's matches on the right side of your screen. Marta Trujillo from Colombia winning 175 to 150 over Maria Ruiz. Sandra Silva shooting 177 over Margarita Ramos, 162. Maria Piccini winning 231 over Gloria Arango, 164. Amanda Galeano, 194 over Sharon Powers, 180. Tish Johnson, 224. Susan Grande, 163. Lucy Sandlin, 300, perfect game over 162, Paula Vidal. Then Jill Fries from Canada, home country, 205, 181 over Janice. And last but not least, Veronica Berumen, 210 over Deb Lee, 204, close match there. So we will keep that on the screen for you. And also make sure you check in the comments below. We had posted the link for you to go check this out yourself. Click on the bowler's name to get all their stats and even their frame-to-frame details. So make sure you check that out. We had Joe Kayak earlier on the stream who won his match over Doug Schatz. So unfortunately, Doug's week is over, and we will continue to see Joe Kayak in the next stream coming up here in a couple of hours. Well, hour. Nasty split here for Maria Piccini on the right lane. Going spare, 5 count. Hopefully she can pick this tricky spare up. Looks close. Ooh! Just leaves the 7-pin on the split. A lot more people than usual here, and some heads are covering my second camera. We're going to make a little bit of an adjustment there. We'll adjust. Thanks, Steve. Thank you. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Come talk a bit. pop this bad boy on. Yeah, whatever works for your. All right, we got Steve from Team USA here. Steve, how's it going?
It's going great.
Yeah, just move this a bit closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Going wonderful.
So how was your first match this morning?
The lanes played very similarly. I bowled against Juan from Panama, and he throws it so great. I mean, I watched him on day one in singles, and man, his hand's so soft, and he rolls the ball so great. It was just, I knew it was going to be a tough match. I told him that he needed to change the surface a little bit to get his ball to pick up just a little bit sooner, and he did. And
it seemed like he was throwing a bit firm this morning.
Yeah, and the ball just, I mean, the ball's going to hydroplane, and the ball was just a little too shiny, and so he changed the cover a little bit the next game, and you guys saw he shoots 2-teen and made it tougher on me, and so it was a good morning. I thought the lanes played, extremely similar to how they had all week, so. It was good. It was a good morning.
What'd you use? A combination of Code Black again?
Yes, I threw the pin down Code Black with 1,000 grit on it, and that was the ball that I used most of the week. And then as the week got a little different, with the extra play and stuff like that, then I would go to the 2,000 pad on the pin up Code Black most of the time. And so, yeah, it was pretty good. And then to throw the, the 1 in the 9th and the 2 in the 10th to win the gold medal for the team event yesterday, I had a 3,000 pad on pin down intense fire. So
cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
It
so
was.
You've had a great week so far. Looking to get the gold here at the Masters, obviously. Looking into getting that. And what's been the strategy so far? Like, you've been starting in around the track and then kind of migrating left. Kind of tell us how the week has been. Has it been a blank slate every squad, or are you has the progression followed from day to day?
I don't even think about the pattern.
Okay.
I haven't really bowled good in about 8 months. I mean, I can't remember the last time I was really rolling it well. So I knew what I needed. Well, I bowled good at the Senior US Open and the Senior Masters. I came in 7th and 17th, and I bowled really well. And when I can keep my feet slow, it allows everything to be in the right spots. And so I just visualized and thought about it all week, and then tried to put it into play on practice. And then it got a little bit better on Monday in singles, and then just got better and better and better. And so I don't really think a whole lot about the pattern. As long as I can do that and I get the hands soft and I let the ball roll off of the hand, then I can really see the ball transition and do the right thing. So then I just try to get the ball to square up between the 8 and the 9. So on this length of a pattern, the rule of 31 comes into play.
Yep.
And it's pretty true to form. The lane beds that we have here and the approaches are just like the surface that we have back home at our bowling center, Arapahoe Bowling Center in Denver, and we just switched them out. We just put all new AMF lanes in. So It was funny. I know the characteristics a little bit. I've practiced on the pattern. I'm sure that the age is pretty comparable. So it was
home field advantage.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a
and it's cold here too, so I feel like just like you're at home, right?
Yeah, and actually it's so funny because people were complaining about how smoky it was here, and I was calling my wife and my children, and I was telling them, oh my gosh, there's 566 fires, burning up in British Columbia, and if you don't know what British Columbia is, it's like Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado all together, and explaining everything to everybody, and they're like, oh, it's just as smoky down here, and I'm like, no kidding. And so
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre, but yeah, so a little bit of a home field advantage weather-wise, climate-wise, and the people are ridiculously nice, and so yeah, it's been a great time.
Cool.
You guys are awesome.
Thanks for taking the time with us today.
Dude, yeah, and don't forget to show me your app.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Spectra?
Spectre.
Yeah, Spectre. So
yeah,
please
make sure you check it out, spectrebowling.com.
Yeah.
If you're a pro shop operator and need some track your spec sheets,
yes.
Make sure you check that out.
Hey, love you guys. I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you. Well, good. We'll be following you later.
Will do.
Steve Benavides with us. That's how I pronounce it?
Close enough.
Close enough? Good.
Or Goodavinic.
There you go.
Is this one mine? Yeah.
Badavinic. Goodavinic. No?
Badovinic.
All right. So back to the action with the ladies. A little bit of a distraction there with good old Steve from Team USA.
So on our featured pair right now, we have some American action again with it's Lucy Sandlin.
Struggling a bit here. Paula's actually got the lead this game.
Right, by more than, well, in the fifth frame, it's 1 pin, but it would be like an 11 pin deficit for Lucy Sandlin over Paula Vided.
And we see on the right-hand side of our screen, Jill Fries stepping up in the 7th, leaving the bucket. It's a pretty close match with Janice from Bahamas. So let's follow that match a little bit for this game.
Oh, that's a great spare here by Fries. You know, with that 8 pin behind, never easy to cover them all. So great spare.
It's funny how you miss the easy spares. You just went 9 out.
Yeah.
And then you make the bucket after. So Lucy looking like she's struggling with her ball reaction this game. Got to calm down the emotions from the 300 game. But all is well.
And now Debly is taking the lead over Veronica Berumen. Lane 17, 18.
Right, just luckily leaving 3-6-10 here on the right side of your screen.
And we have a tie on lane 7 and 8 with Colombia and Mexico, Piccini and Arango. Both of them have 83 in the 5th, strike in the 6th. And now it's an ugly split for Gloria on lane 7.
Let's go back to Bahamas, see if she converts.
Great spare again.
Converts and maintains the lead. It is a 7-pin lead going into the 7th frame. Let's watch Paula Vidal here, see if she can take
a 4th consecutive strike.
Ooh, goes high. No. Sharon Power is really struggling today. I don't know if...
but now she's in control.
Yeah, she's got a 20-pin lead going into the 8th.
And it looks like
Maria Piccini can take the lead here since her opponent opened in the 7th. It looks good.
Mira.
Ooh, 7-pin. Still great. She converts. She takes a 10-pin lead.
And unfortunately for Susan Grande, it looks like the road will end here for her. Great run by Susan Grande. Canada salutes you. Great shot here in the 10 for her.
Let's go to Jill Fries.
Working on a spare in the 7th frame. She has 127 in the 6th.
Jill won her first match, so not too much pressure here.
Whoops.
Going high again. So she is sitting in a spot where she needs to start striking a little bit.
Just a few pin shy from Janice. However, Janice has a strike in the 8th.
So Paula's got a 10-pin lead over Sandlin going into the 9th. Let's get a hook.
Oh, no.
Ooh, 210 there. She knows that wasn't the right spot for that.
Good spare by Fries. Back with some Spanish action. Porque hay muchas mujeres a la izquierda que hablan en español.
Let's take a look at Margarita Ramos. The strike.
That was Sandra Silva.
That was Sandra? Okay, sorry about that.
No, now Margarita, la pista 6.
10-pin advantage for Sandra.
Yeah, for Sandra Silva. Sandra tiene 98 en el juego 5 con un doble. Y Margarita Ramos tiene 88. 88 in the 5th frame with a strike. Looking for 2. That's far. No, came back too much. Leaving the 6-10. And Tish with the spare here.
So Tish is going to win her match 2-0 over Susan Grande. She's looking in the bag right now, trying to find something different. She's going to not too happy with her ball reaction. However, 225, 190, not bad. Sharon Paris can take the lead here with the strike. Looks good. Ooh, wrap 10.
Sharon is the gold medal.
All events winner.
Yes, right. And Tish Johnson here. I think she got an IQ in her bag. Missed on the left. But that's a 190 game for her. 155 for Susan Grande. So a sweep by Johnson over Grande. We'll have a look at Lucy Sandlin.
Oh, both opening in the 9th.
Oh, ringing
Wow,
10.
ring 10. Okay, so with a spare strike here, Paula needs to fill 12 to win.
And Janice could have a one pin deficit. Yeah. So she trails by 1 over Jill Fries.
So no matter what she does, Jill can still come off with W this game.
And let's not forget about Deb Lee. She is on fire right now with a spare, a double, a spare, and a 4-bagger. She has 149 in the 6, working on a double. Now on lane 18, looking for a 5-bagger. And I think there's the 7-pin standing. No, she got a strike. So she will win that game, and Veronica Berumen de Mexico and Debly will bowl a 3rd match. So Paula needs a spare here to win the match. A spare and 3. So we will jump back and forth. Let's
go to Powers first.
Strike here. So that's 200. She is a winner. She will move on.
Winner. Sharon Powers moves
and
on.
Strike for Vidad. She forced the 3rd game here against Lucy Sandlin. So you see, Mark, a perfect game, and you need to bowl again because
you never know what can happen in game 2.
Exactly. So a tough matchup again between the two Americans on lane 13 and 14.
Okay, Maria Piccini winning with 191. She will move on to the next round. She has shut out Gloria Arango, who can only shoot 191 this game. So congratulations to her.
And Marta Trujillo.
Okay, and we have 211 for Janice, which means that Jill needs a mark. Jill Fries here, right behind Sean Foster's bald head. Needs a mark. That looks good. Whew, going through the beak. Luckily leaving just a 4-pin. Okay, so Jill Fries losing game. I miscalculated there. Sorry, everybody back home. So Jill Fries will finish 204, so Janice is still alive.
And Margarita Ramos, she needs a spare to win. She needs a spare. She can. She has 140 in the 8th frame with a spare, and Trujillo de Colombia un lista de 168, 168.
So need a spare here?
She needs a spare.
Just for the win.
Strike for Margarita Ramos. Vamos, Mexico. Ooh, she needed at least a spare to win, and she did.
So she forces game 3 against Sandra Silva from Colombia. Let's see if Sandlin can make an adjustment here.
No, it looks
Flat
like
10.
yeah. She had a couple of flat hit in her second match. She lost her ball reaction that she had in the first game when she rode that perfect game. And for Sandra Silva and Margarita Ramos, it looks like $194. Ooh, so that is interesting. Also on lane 5 and 6 with Margarita Ramos. Oh, okay, we made a mistake here. It's Maria Ruiz on lane 3 and 4 who got the strike and got the win. Ramos is on lane 5 and 6. So we apologize for that. So that's 184. 184 for Margarita Ramos. 184. So 9, that would be 174. So she forces. Whoops. 8 count. 193. So Sandra Silva is a winner. She sweeps Margarita Ramos 2-0. Spare here by Sandra Ruiz de Colombia. So she wins. She has a possibility of 193 with a strike here, and on lane 3 and 4 the action is on its way. First frame on lane 3 and 4. While we see the last shot of Sandra Ruiz, and it's a strike for her, 193. So 177, 193, 2 wins for Sandra Silva de Colombia. She will move on to the round of 8. So there's already a game underway on lane 9 and 10. Sharon Powers and Amanda Galeano de Colombia. Sharon Powers with an early lead here in this match with a spare and 2 strikes. And Galeano de Colombia, un spare, un marco abierto, a 9 count in the third frame. She has 28 in the second frame. Nice spare by Amanda. Great shot by Amanda. She now has. Ella tiene 48 en el juego 3, con un strike en el juego 4. Sharon Powers now on lane 10, looking for a three-bagger to increase her lead in this match.
You don't need this, but it goes in the cart.
Leaving? So I'm sorry everyone, I had to say goodbye to one of our staffer here at Buffa, Mr. Art Mickey. I hope he will have a good flight back home, going back to Ontario. And hey, bonjour Antonio Santa. Je vais très bien aujourd'hui. Merci beaucoup. J'apprécie votre effort pour le français, c'est très apprécié. Muchas gracias Antonio Santa para escribir en francés. Muchas gracias. Buen día, señor Santa. Sharon Powers with a spare here in the 5th frame. So with a double here, Amanda could take a 2-pin lead over Sharon Powers, and that would make this match very interesting. We'll see what she can do, and then we'll switch back to... No, not yet, because we are trying to get a better angle for the women on lane 13 to 18. Whoops, too high for Amanda. So with the spare, she would trail by 8 pins over Powers.
Okay, how's that?
Where there is some chant from the Bahamas behind. Good spare by Amanda, so she trails by 8. Both competitors have a spare in the 5th. Jill Freeze now on the lane. Jill Freeze with a strike, 60 in the 3rd frame. She went strike, no, spare strike, 16 the 3rd. So she has a 2-pin lead over Janice from the Bahamas. There will be a short break after this game, and then yes, the round of 8 will be right after. But there will be a short break. Amanda going high on lane 15, so once again she will not strike, and she will wish for a spare in the 5th. On lane 17, so far Debly has the lead with 79 in the 3rd, with a spare in the 4th. She is at the far right of your screen now. Here's the shot by Lee, too high, leaving the 6 and 10. And Veronica Berumen has 55 in the 3rd with a strike in the 4th. Spare for Freeze. She stays clean after 5 frames. Sharon Powers looking for a double. Looks good. Strike for Powers. So she's taking the lead now. And down to lane 3 and 4 to give you some updates. Maria Ramos has the lead after 3 frames. Después del juego 13, Maria Ruiz is the leader on her pair. Lucy Sandlin. Ooh! Big 4 for Sandlin. So we'll have to see if Paula Vidad will. Oh boy, yes. We said oh boy because Berumen did not touch one pin on her last ball, and that's a 2 pin for Sandlin, 120 in the 6.
So again, everybody, this is the top 16 round of match play for the Masters Women's Championship here at the Senior PABCON Championships.
7 count for Powers.
Moving on to the next round already, we have Tish Johnson defeating Susan Grande. We have Maria Piccini defeating Gloria Arango. And every other match is going on because they are tied.
Ooh, and split by Janice. 93 in the 5th. So Jill Freeze leads right now by 7 pins over Janice from the Bahamas. With 2 strikes, there would be, by 2 strikes by Paula Vidad, there would be a 6-pin difference between Sandlin and Vidad. So
great shot by Berriman after throwing it in the gutter, unfortunately, on the last frame.
She got a gutter in an 8.
Seems like my camera's falling, Guillaume.
Which one?
Sorry to tilt your head a little bit. We'll try to fix it in a bit. Let's see if Sharon Powers can turn this around here.
9th frame for Powers. So a mixer for
she's trying
Powers.
to hook it a little bit more. Took a big step left.
And Vidad got her strike. You could hear the clapping from the Americans. Jill Freeze.
Oh.
Strike for Freeze.
Great shot. Jill taking a commanding lead in this match.
Perfection on lane 6 and spares on lane. Perfection on lane 16 and spares on lane 15. Colombia here with Amanda looking for 3. No. It was, I think it was a must strike situation for her.
Yep. Seems like they're trying to chase it left, but the ball's just not making it up the hill.
Right.
We went 5-pin bowling yesterday, and Guillaume has the highest rev rate I'd ever seen with a small ball. Just wish he could get close to that in Tenpin.
That will come.
Yeah, he threw a ball, and I told him, I said, that's the most back end you've ever seen in your life. You've never seen the ball back end that hard. He threw it so close to the gutter, it came roaring back. Now he knows how Joe Simoneau feels.
Twist it. So let me get some updates on lane 5 and 3 and 4.
Antonio, thanks for watching. I will post a link in the description below so you can check out the scores at your leisure. Make sure to check that out. And we will see that Antonio Santa from Puerto Rico defeated Manuel Garcia 2-0. So he's moving on to the top 8. Okay, so we have a little bit of a situation here between Colombia and USA. Colombia can strike out to force Powers to strike out to tie. So this is a must strike here. Oh, she knows it too.
So mark on lane 3 and 4. 66 in the fourth frame for Trujillo with a spare in the fifth. And 95 in the fifth frame with a strike for Ruiz. So Ruiz has the advantage here in this third match.
It's a must strike here.
Left,
Ooh.
no. So 190 for Amanda de
Door is
Colombia
open for Powers. Spare strike, Powers wins.
by 1.
Yep.
So she still needs a spare here. An open frame would be a disaster for Powers. Looks good. Looks good.
Whoa!
Oh, strike here and a win for Sharon Powers. She will move on to the round of 8. As for Polavidad on lane 14, she needs some strikes now. It's now or never. Oh, no,
nine
no,
pin.
9 pin. Oh, and a messenger on pin number 9 for Sharon Powers. She will be in the 2 teens. Spare for Berumen. 129. And Jill Freeze. Lane 16 again. No. Okay, this time she won't strike on lane 8. She will try to stay clean. That's the key here for Jill Freeze. Vidal with a spare. All right, so Mexico, Colombia. Here is some action for you on lane 3 and 4, thanks to Mark, who moved the camera. And what a bad frame for Ruiz. $169 for Sandlin in the 8th with a spare. 149, 20 pin difference between the two Americans on lane 13-14. Strike for Vidal, 169 in the 9th. She needs all 3 to put some pressures on Lucy Sandlin. Spare for Debly, 156. She has a 27 pin lead. Jill Freeze with strike here, 159. Let's see what Trujillo can shoot in her 7th frame on lane 4. In quest of a victory. Way too far on the right, leaving the bucket. 10 pin for Janice. It's going to be hard for Janice to win this match. She had a double in the third and fourth frame, but 2 open frames also. And 198 for, 198 for Polavidad. So with 9 here, that would be 19. That would be 188 and 9. So with these two strikes in the 10th frame by Vidal, Lucy Sandlin needs a mark in the 10th frame to win Here's the shot by Sandlin. Oh, ringing 10 by Sandlin. She needs that spare. If she misses, she will shoot 197, one pin shy of Paula Vidal. Must spare situation for Lucy. A strike for Bahamas. Janice with a strike in the 10th frame, 161. She needs the spare. She gets the spare. Woof! Woo, boy. That was close to a loss. So Lucy Sandlin, after a perfect game, a loss in the second game, she wins again and she moves on to the round of 8. Janice from the Bahamas. Another strike maybe? No. Too far. She missed the 8 pin. She will have 181 with the spare here. And Jill Freeze would only have to show up, I think. She has 169. Let's say 9. That would be 19. Yeah, so it's almost over now for Janice. On the approach on lane 4 for Mexico, this is Maria Ruiz. Berumen on lane 17 got a strike. Oh, open frame for Ruiz. Jill Freeze will move on.
So both Canadians looking to move on. Jill will move on, and so will Deb. So those two matches are done.
Deb would still need 7 pins in the 10th frame.
Okay.
Just to make sure she gets the victory over Veronica Berumen, but now, yeah, no.
Okay, back to the low end, and I will adjust the other camera for this afternoon. Oh, actually, I can wait later. We can wait. We're going to have a break.
And another strike for Freeze, and she will be in the 2 teens. Just a couple of pins short of a game of 220. Spare for Berumen, 188. Lane 3, Ruiz. Quiere esper. Got it now. So with a strike for Ruiz, she would shoot 172. And Trujillo, the Colombia, has 142, I think, in the 8th with a strike.
With a spare.
Spare. Thank you, Mark, in the 9th. Strike here. So here's the deal, 172, 142 with a spare. So she needs a spare, right, Mark? With 142 in the 8th, working on a spare, she needs a spare to win.
Yep. Mark to win.
Less than that,
Move on.
go home.
Or go have some chicken on the way.
Oh, why not? Okay, 10 pin, 10 pin. Nine count, 10 pin.
9 count, 10 pin, yeah. Same thing, right? Must spare situation here.
Deb Lee already in the 200s now. 200-ish.
Needs this 10-pin.
Looks good. She looks good. Victory for Team Colombia.
That was a tight one.
Marta Trujillo. Oh boy.
Let's go see Deb Lee's 10th frame here. Going to shoot 214 to knock out Veronica Berumen from Mexico.
2 games to 1.
2-1. A lot of 2-1 on the women's side.
Great shot
There we
by
go,
Deb
great
Lee.
shot.
Strike here for 214.
All right,
the
so
2
moving
Canadians
on.
will move on.
Moving on to the round of 8, we have Marta Trujillo from Colombia. We have Sandra Silva,
De Colombia también.
yeah, Maria Piccini, Sharon Powers, Tish Johnson, Lucy Sandlin, Jill Fries, and Deb Lee, who are moving on. Correct?
Looks good.
All right, so that concludes our broadcast for this early morning, the women's top 16. We will take a break and go back online in about half hour for the top 8.
And just before we quit the stream, we would like to thank our sponsor once again. Very important sponsor. Without them, we would not be here. So we're talking about Kramer Mazda Calgary, Big Chief Jerky, Kegel for lane maintenance, Canadian Tenpin Federation for being the host federation of this tournament, PABCON for letting us do this tournament here in Calgary, Buffa Bowling for the live stream, and
Chicken on the Way. We prepared a nice little video for our friends at Chicken on the Way, so if you didn't see it on the earlier stream,
there you go, it's
enjoy.
your chance.
They're all gone. Yeah. No, yeah, we own it now. I could never cheer for you. That makes you supposed to agree to act.
hang on. Guillaume, what are you doing?
I just want to ride a chicken. Woohoo! Chicken on the way. #1 chicken in Calgary. Get yourself a bonus order right now and save on dishes at home. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. So make sure you give Guillaume a big thumbs up on this video for riding the chicken. We went out with the crew from Bahamas last night. We went to bowl 5-pin.
Right after,
So that was
at
pretty
Mountain
fun.
View Bowl.
Yeah. So again, we will get back to you. Make sure you check out the scores. I will post a link before we cut off the stream. Make sure you support all the bowlers that have made it into the top 8. We will bowl the top 8. Men and women will be in the same bowling. Well, they'll be bowling at the same time. They'll be in the same bowling center, obviously. They'll be bowling exactly at the same time, so we'll try our best to kind of bounce around there and do that. And after that, we have the top 4 seniors and super senior competing at the same time, so we'll be having all that action at the same time. And again, thank you for watching the stream. Give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to know when we're going to be live next. And Steve B giving a big thumbs up here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
up.
for the thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thanks, guys. We got 3 guys. There you go. Good stuff. All right. So again, thanks everyone. Thanks to our sponsors, and we'll see you for the top 8.
Me and Ray, we aren't just pretty faces.
Okay, that's fine. Great stuff. Okay, anything else to add before we cut this off?
No, just great bowling here this morning. Perfect game by Lucy Sandlin. If you haven't seen that match, please
Rewind. You can go up to 4 hours back.
Rewind.
So go back if during the break. Go back and watch Lucy's 10 frame. Shot 300 in game 1. So we were checking that out. Also, make sure to check out the trios event where the Canadian men shot 815, and also a pacer shot 300 in Skip Little. So Skip, shout out to you, and we'll see you guys in a bit.